Welcome to Trending Now USA. I'm Bella, and today we're diving deep into a thrilling tennis story that continues to captivate fans across the globe: the evolving duel between Iga Swiatek, the undisputed queen of clay, and Alex Eala, the fearless rising star from the Philippines. On clay, Swiatek has once again answered the challenge, reaffirming her dominance, but also acknowledging that Eala's rise is no longer a fleeting spark. It's a genuine force in the new era of women's tennis. The backdrop was the clay courts of Europe, under the soft spring sunlight, where the red dirt told a story of precision, patience, and power. Swiatek, the multiple Grand Slam champion and world number one, was facing the same teenager who had stunned her months ago on hard courts, Alex Eala. That Miami shock had changed everything. It shook the hierarchy, proved that Eala could hang with the best, and planted the seed of an emerging rivalry that is now commanding global attention. This time, though, it was Swiatek's turn to respond, and on clay, her natural domain, she did exactly that. From the very first ball, there was tension in the air, not fear, but respect. Swiatek knows what Eala brings: youthful energy, fierce angles, and a kind of fearlessness that's rare for someone barely out of her teens. But on clay, Swiatek plays like she's part of the surface itself. Her slides are effortless, her shots calculated, her control surgical. The match began with Eala striking first. She broke Swiatek's serve in the opening game, punctuating it with a forehand down the line that drew gasps from the crowd. Her game plan was clear: attack early, take time away from Swiatek, and avoid being dragged into those punishing baseline rallies that the Polish champion thrives on. For a while, it worked. Eala moved quickly, painting the lines with precision, mixing up topspin and flat shots, keeping Swiatek on her back foot. The first set went to Eala, 6-4, stunning the packed crowd and bringing memories of their last encounter rushing back. Swiatek took a deep breath. This wasn't new territory for her. She's been tested before by the sport's best, from Sabalenka to Rybakina, but Eala brought a unique challenge: unpredictability and hunger. The second set began, and Swiatek made her adjustments like the champion she is. She started playing with more depth, adding height and heavy topspin to push Eala off the baseline. Her returns became sharper, her footwork lighter. The rhythm was returning, and with it her signature dominance. At 3-3, Swiatek broke Eala's serve after a 14-shot rally that left both players gasping for air. It was a statement point, the kind that says, "I'm still the boss here." The Polish star clenched her fist, shouted a quiet "come on," and from there, never looked back. She took the set 6-3, leveling the match and setting the stage for a deciding set that would test not just skill, but heart. In the third set, the match became a masterclass in composure. Swiatek opened with a break, riding on momentum, but Eala answered immediately with one of her own, a fierce return winner that had the crowd erupting in applause. The teenager wasn't backing down. Swiatek, though, was relentless. Point after point, she wore Eala down with variety: moonballs that landed deep, drop shots that forced sprints, and forehands that kicked up high off the clay, drawing errors. By the midpoint of the set, the difference was clear: Swiatek's patience was unmatched. Eala continued to fight bravely, saving break points, sliding into backhands with grit and flair. But at 4-2, Swiatek delivered the dagger, a forehand winner that kissed the sideline, followed by a perfectly executed serve out wide to seal another break. She closed the match 6-2, lifting her arms in quiet triumph, while Eala smiled across the net, acknowledging the better player on the day. Swiatek had answered the challenge, decisively, respectfully, and with the composure of a champion who refuses to yield her throne. What made this match special wasn't just the scoreline. It was the symbolism. Swiatek's dominance on clay is legendary. She moves on it like few others ever have. Her understanding of the bounce, her ability to control rally tempo, and her precision under pressure make her the modern embodiment of clay court mastery. But across the net was a teenager who, not too long ago, was only a dreamer from Manila. Eala's rise has been meteoric, From junior Grand Slam success to WTA main draws, and now to facing the best players in the world on their preferred battlegrounds. She's not just participating, she's competing. And for Swiatek, facing Eala has become more than just another match. It's a reminder that tennis is evolving, that the next wave is already here, fearless and ready to challenge tradition. After the match, Swiatek spoke with humility and grace. Alex played an incredible first set. She's talented, smart, and brave. I had to stay patient, especially on clay, where every point matters. Matches like this make me better. For Eala, it was a mix of pride and reflection. She admitted that the match tested her in ways she hadn't experienced before. Playing IGA on clay, that's like facing a master in her classroom. But I love these challenges. I'm learning from every match. I'll take the lessons, work harder, and come back stronger. The global tennis community took notice. Analysts on Eurosport praised Eala's composure, calling her a rising star with a top 20 future. Social media buzzed with admiration, especially across Southeast Asia, where Eala's journey has inspired a new generation of young players. What makes Eala special isn't just her skill, it's her story. A young Filipina breaking through the barriers of geography, funding, and exposure, standing tall against the world elite. Every match she plays adds another line to the growing narrative of representation in tennis, that greatness can come from anywhere. Meanwhile, Swiatek's continued dominance reaffirms her place as the sport's most complete player. She's young but already has a legacy, multiple Grand Slam titles, unmatched consistency on clay, and a quiet leadership that influences the entire WTA field. The way she carries herself, calm yet fierce, modest yet commanding, makes her not only a champion but a role model for how to win with integrity. The clash between Swiatek and Eala represents something deeper than just sport. It's a story of evolution, the reigning champion and the rising challenger, the established power and the new energy. Every rally, every adjustment, every handshake at the net speaks to the beautiful cycle of competition that defines tennis at its best. And while Swiatek emerged victorious this time, the takeaway is clear. The gap is closing. Eala is learning, growing, and earning her place among the game's elite, not as a guest, but as a competitor. Fans around the world are already looking forward to their next encounter. Will it be in Rome? Paris? Maybe another hard-court rematch in the summer swing? Wherever it happens, the excitement will be palpable. Because in tennis, rivalries like this don't just shape tournaments, they define eras. Swiatek's clay dominance continues to roll forward toward Roland Garros, where she'll aim for yet another French Open crown. But somewhere, Eala will be training, quietly, relentlessly, perhaps watching footage of this match, studying the nuances, and planning her counter. That's how great players are made. Through loss, through lessons, through belief. And that's why this story resonates far beyond tennis. It's about respect, between generations, between competitors, between cultures. Swiatek, the Polish prodigy turned champion. Eala, the Filipina dreamer turned contender. Both pushing each other toward greatness. As Swiatek said in her post-match interview, smiling warmly when asked about Eala's potential. She's going to be around for a long time. Trust me, we'll have more battles. And Eala, ever humble, simply replied, I hope so, because I'm not done challenging. This wasn't just another clay court win. It was a passing moment in tennis history, one that bridges continents, generations, and possibilities. Swiatek answered the challenge, yes. But Eala's challenge remains, evolving, growing, and burning brighter each time. Their rivalry is just beginning. And if this match was any indication, the next chapter will be even more thrilling.